Yo, what's up? Jason Breakdown here with Breakdown Fitness. I'm here to teach you guys a couple mobility tactics using two really popular pieces of equipment. One, a lacrosse ball, which I believe everyone should get, and my makeshift foam roller, which is a PVC pipe for those brutal guys out there. Anyways, I'm going to show you two and a couple specific ways to open up our hips and glutes, some common tight areas that we tend to see with athletes and my clients as far as with squats or running, etc. that tend to get pretty tight. First one is our TFL, funny word, tensor fascia lata, which is our common hip flexor, which is right around this circular region here that I'm kind of highlighting. And the other is the glute medius, the big guy behind the hip. So, first of all, I'm going to show you how to target those two areas using our little foam roller. Then also for you guys who are smart enough to go get a lacrosse ball, how to get a couple inches deeper on this sucker. So first of all, I'm going to teach you how to get the TFL, our main hip flexor, really opened up so we can feel nice and kind of buttery in our hips when we're doing our squats and also when we're running, for sprinters and for you distance runners. So what I want to do, since my hip flexor I know is right around this area, kind of right in the crease of my hip right up in the front, I'm going to want to take my foam roller and stick it right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick the crease of my hip right up in there, and then I'm going to try to press and try and find any type of sensitive tissue that might be going on right around in that hip crease TFL area. So one thing that I like to do is get down on my elbow, and I'm going to kind of turn myself into it, and I see if I can find any type of, again, sensitive tissue. Once you find that sensitive tissue, you're going to want to stop on it. And then what you can do is you can kind of maneuver this back foot here and start to kind of twist that ankle a little bit, which is going to move your hip around to try and loosen up that tissue. So you're going to always want to try and stick on this sucker for at least 20 to 30 seconds and even sometimes more until you start to find that sensitive area that you have found up on that TFL start to disappear. Then how to target the glute using our foam roller. We're going to want to put that sucker on the ground. We're going to want to get the fleshy portion of our butt cheek, our glute medius, right up on that bad boy. And we're going to turn, put this foot right up on top of our knee, so therefore we get a little bit of length on that glute. And then we're going to try and roll up and through the fleshy surface, so kind of on the side of that glute, and see if we can find any right there tight tissue. Once we find it, we sit, relax, and we let it apply itself. 20 to 30 seconds till it desensitizes, and then we can switch to the next one. For you guys, I want to take the next step, and we got our lacrosse ball, same exact thing. We're going to place that sucker right up on that TFL. Again, it's all along that crease, right around here, and we're going to set ourselves right up on that sucker. And I'm going to lay, and I'm going to press, try and find any sensitive tissue area. The sensitive tissue area is the point in which we want to try and relax. That's what's giving us our problem. So once we find that sensitive area that makes you go, whoa, then we stop on it, relax, let that come into play, let it desensitize. And then same thing for the glute. We stick this sucker right up in the fleshy portion, right up on the side of that glute, and then we lie right down on that sucker. And you can kind of adjust the pressure just with your hands and your legs into really sitting on that sucker and letting those tissues desensitize. So, give that a little whirl. Let me know what you're thinking of that. And I guarantee you, I bet it's going to help you squat better, feel a lot more fluid in your running, etc. Breakdown Fitness for another tip.